Full-time, full-time. You're listening to Full-Time Daughter. It's a full-time job at this
point. But I can't even see because I'm live.
Shall we roll? Are we rolling?
I can't see.
Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of Full-Time Daughter with
Isa
and Cailyn.
Another week.
Another episode.
Oh, hi guys. We're back.
In the holiday season officially.
I'm so happy.
I'm happy too. No,
okay,
I actually love
good.
This
Because
time.
I know last episode we were talking about like, oh my god, avoiding seasonal depression. I actually think I am gonna avoid it. I think I am avoiding it.
We switched on a dime. Like
no,
from
I
one
was
to
like,
another, we're like,
goodbye.
Oh
I was like,
it's so bad out here.
I am embracing the holiday season, and also I just feel very positive. I don't know what's going on. There's something in the air.
There is something in the air
that I'm just like, life is worth living. Like,
no, I literally love this season. Like,
right.
I rewatched this movie. It's not even like really a Christmas movie, but to me, like, it is.
What
like,
is
to me
it?
It is. It's that one that we both have seen. It's called Stay the Night.
Oh my god,
And
that movie is
so cute.
good. That movie,
No, it's really like
is so cute.
If you need a movie to watch, that's like kind of
for the girlies, for
it.
It's
It
for
is for the girls,
and it's
yeah.
for like the girls. Like, if you listen to Full-Time Daughter and like our core like themes and all that shit,
Our core demographic.
literally, Stay the Night is for you. Oh my
It's
god,
such a good
I want to
movie.
rewatch.
And you know what's funny is
What?
that I had marked it as watched on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Almost a year ago to the day that I watched it again.
Oh my god.
And I randomly thought of it, and that's why I'm correlating it to a Christmas movie, because I also watched it like near November, like mid-November of last year. And so I saw the date and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like mark it as a rewatch. And I was like, wait, I'm watching this 2 days apart from last year of the day that I watched it.
Crazy.
And I remember being obsessed with it the first time I watched it.
Obsessed, like,
And I was like,
is
she's
an
so
understatement.
me.
She
Like,
is so
she is so me.
No, I'm rewatching it tonight.
I literally was like, it's the coziest
Stay the
movie.
Night.
And it's so like, there's a scene where they're like in an ice rink. And so that's why I think I correlate it to Christmas.
No, it's the winter.
It's
like
wintry.
I think it is the winter.
It's so wintry to me. And it's like, if you're into, like, if you really like Before Sunrise, like I do, that's like my favorite movie. It's literally the same idea of like them just spending a day together and like opening up to one another.
It's so pretty.
And like going around a city.
No, it's perfect. Like, it's such, that movie
Yeah,
is
like,
so underrated.
it's so underrated.
It's such a good movie. I love it. Oh my god, you reminded me of it.
I need everyone to watch it.
Everyone needs to watch
Because
Stay
I
the
low-key
Night.
was like, wait, am I about to like put this in my top 4 on Letterboxd?
No, like,
is this,
about it's worth the hype. I'm telling you, it's worth the hype.
it's like good.
It's really, really good. Oh my god, okay. That's what we're watching tonight.
Yeah,
Stay the Night.
I would watch it
Worth
several
it.
times over.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, I love that. So we're feeling positive overall. Yeah.
positive
Okay,
overall.
love it. I think I came back from Miami. Oh, because I was on a trip.
Yeah. Let's like rewind a little.
Rewind
She's like,
a
yeah,
little.
by the way, I did go to New York.
Rewind a little. I did go back to New York, and worth it. Love it. Had so much fun. I think I've said that. I actually don't know if I've said it on the podcast of like, I have been thinking about moving, and every time I'm there, I just feel this like pull. And I saw this quote that was like, oh, if there's a city or a place that makes you feel alive, it's like,
You have to follow that.
go, yeah, like follow it. And that's how I feel. So TBD on that. But I came back and I just feel like energized and I feel good. And I don't know, things are going great with my internship, despite how I'm kind of stressed right now with a lot of this stuff. I feel a little overwhelmed. But I just feel like happy. I don't know what it is. I feel like good.
Like you feel lighter.
I feel lighter. I feel good. I'm like so excited for the new year. I'm so excited for these next few weeks that we have left. It's just all good vibes. I don't know.
It definitely feels, I don't know, like this season to me is very reflective. Like we always talk about how it brings out so much, like good and bad, but you just start reflecting on like every single relationship you've ever had with someone.
Yeah.
Anybody you've ever spoken to or has been in your life.
Yeah, and like situations from this year too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of reflecting. I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing a lot of that, and I feel like we were talking about that, and that's what led us to today's episode. Yeah. Because I think like moving forward, like before we move forward, I have to like kind of analyze what I did this year and like everything, and like I don't know, I feel like a lot of the times I will be in situations with people, or like I went through something, or even like something that happened to me, like I don't know, just like a scenario, right? And I feel like a lot of the times I always see myself as like, oh, this happened to me, and I kind of just like roll with it, and I don't really think about how it affected me, or like what I did and like how I might have been part of the problem and stuff like that. And so I think the last few weeks have just been me like kind of going through things again, because yeah.
But I also think like traveling weirdly plays into this for some reason. Like it's very emotional,
super emotional.
Like you get on a plane and suddenly you're emotional.
Oh,
like,
girl.
And it can be to anywhere.
Yeah.
But it's like there's something about this like plain feeling.
I'm telling you
can't ever have a plain feeling. But
yeah, plain feeling. I felt that way. I was like listening to my music and just like looking out the window, and it was like I'm telling you, it's that moment. Yeah.
It's like,
but I felt that way. It's so true about the traveling. I feel like I reflected so much while I was away, which is why I want to like move, just because I think that stepping away from everything I've known and like out of my bubble and out of my shell like is actually really gonna help me grow as a person, like confidence wise, career wise, etc. But when I was walking in the streets of New York, I actually was sobbing in the streets of New York. I was.
I'm sure those streets have seen worse.
No, they've seen worse. The streets of New York have seen worse.
We've seen
and it felt like a movie moment for me, because I was like, I'm crying right now in the streets of New York. People will look at you, but they don't think anything, and I didn't feel it. I was like, I don't know these people, whatever.
Yeah.
But I realized, I don't know, I feel like I'm moving on with my life. Like I feel like things are changing. Like I feel like everyone's sort of feeling that way, but I haven't felt a change in my life, a shift in my life in so long.
I know.
And it's felt very like gray, and I feel a little numb, not gonna lie, from this year. But it's starting to feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of like color back, and like I'm looking forward to things, and like there's such excitement. So I feel like in order to move forward, I have to like process everything that has gone
but also
on.
like you have to experience things in order to
sure
look back at it.
Oh, for sure.
So like even though you were crying in the streets of New York, it's like now we get to look back and be like, you know what, there were lessons.
That was a moment.
And now you think this way because you were feeling that way.
Yes,
about a week
totally
ago.
agree. And I don't know, I feel like we've taken such a nice time to curate these little like points that we have, because this episode feels a little bit special for me. I don't know why. I was like, I'm excited to sit down and like record this one.
I kind of love this
topic.
topic.
So I don't know, let's just jump right into it.
Moving on / closure. And this could be in any form of a relationship. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship,
For sure.
but I think you feel this with so many relationships in your life, whether it's friendship or situationships even. Like there's people that you talk to that suddenly you're not even talking to, like from one day to the next, and you have to kind of live with this like other version of not knowing this person anymore, and the person that you were when you were speaking to them is so different from the person that you are now. And you grow so much from literally whatever amount of time you spend with this person. But it's just such a weird feeling to go from talking to someone every day and then suddenly losing contact, losing closeness, and then being like, what do I do with myself? Am I the same person? Do I value the same things?
Oh, I totally agree.
Like where do we stand? You know?
Oh my gosh, yes. Being a different version of myself with this person or with these people or in that situation. I feel like there's parts that I like and I hate about it. Like, and I think that when I was in it, that was when I had the most trouble deciding what was good for me. And so because I couldn't decide like whether I loved it or I hated it, I would just stick around. And I feel like after it was over, because I still hadn't decided whether I enjoyed that or I disliked that, I had this like internal conflict with myself of like, if I like the person I am with these people. And I have felt the same way when I'm like seeing somebody, I guess.
Do you think it's also like outside pressure, like opinions from
100%.
friends, and, like, what
I
people
mean,
have to
we were
say?
gonna talk about this
For sure.
I feel like I have to take a little page out of Miss Taylor Swift's book and be like, privacy sign on the door and on the page and on my whole world, or whatever the heck she says, because I think I am so excited to talk about like, oh, this guy, or I'm excited to like talk about a situation, and then like I haven't even processed it fully, and then I allow outside opinions to like kind of, oh, but that was weird.
Yeah.
And like obviously everyone has like a different opinion of things, and everyone has different like standards, and everyone has different things that they're into. And I feel like I listen to a lot of outside perspectives before I even form my own opinion. And that's my own fault, because I tend to be a people pleaser. So I'm like, oh, you must be right. Like, you must be right. And then that sort of ruins any sort of situation for me.
But I think that's like a normal thing to think, because of course, like anyone you're speaking to, you're gonna take your friends' opinions into consideration. But on the other end of that, there are some times where like I wouldn't even want to say like anything about if you're speaking to someone or like bringing them up, because then you're like, wait, I'm not actually, it's kind of like a curse. Like people say, they're like, once you say like that man's name 100%. To anyone, like they are suddenly going to ghost you and you're never going to speak to them again. That's so true. There's going to be a falling out.
When I would go on the very few dates I went on,
us being like, when I would go on dates, and it's like 2 years ago.
It was like 2 years ago. There's like 3 dates I went on.
No, it's actually so funny when we reference like literally when I'm talking about anything and like pulling advice from any part of my life. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, from that one thing that happened, that one date I went on like 2 years ago. Like they're literally like, we're acting as if like we go on so many like dates and have learned like so much. No. Like we've said, we are not the dating type. Yeah. Which and it's like literally nothing even against dates, because I think they're so valuable. Like
I love dates.
I think they're so
I love a date.
I love a date.
I love a date. I love a date.
I love
a date. I love when a man is
the concept of dates. The concept of dates is like, yeah, hypothetically love that.
Love
what
being
you want to
like
go
a
out and like get
for
to
a
know
night. Thank
each other.
You. I love that. I love that.
Cute. But there comes a time with me when, again, like we've spoken about this, and like the fear of meeting up with someone and like the courage it takes to even say yes to someone or want to say yes to someone enough to just meet up and be like, wait, do I like you? Do you like me? Like, is this a vibe? When it's fully literally just a vibe check. It's just like, a vibe check. Like, no, I know. Can we be friends? Can we be cool with each other?
Oh, girl.
Do we have the same type of humor?
No, and
like,
it's so funny because I don't know if you're like this, but like, guys, I refuse to be the one that like meets you somewhere. Like, and let me explain.
Wait, what do you mean? You want the person picking you up?
No. I don't know if you're like this, because like I have this like thing where I just get such embarrassment over this one little thing that happens when you go on dates. You're gonna meet up with somebody, and it's so stupid because it's not actually an embarrassing thing, but I can't meet up with you somewhere. Like, and if I do,
but like meet up,
like I'll meet up with you. Like I'll go and you go, and we show up at the same time at the same place. Like I'll meet up with you. I just hate when you're already there and I have to meet up with you. Like
the freaking walk up.
The walk up.
No.
Fuck
no.
Get me out.
That's what I always
Cailyn,
say.
I refuse.
I know this is gonna be so awkward for the first 10 minutes of being in each other's presence. Like we're about to stare at each other, awkwardly wave, and be like, hey. Yeah, no. And it's like this person that you've been speaking to and like you kind of know, but like not really. Like it's
please. I embarrassed myself so much when there's a walk up. Like, and if I like you a lot.
So you prefer the person already being...
No. Oh, no, I'm already there. I'm there. That's why I'm like, I will always be early, because I like being there. unless you pick me up, then that's fine.
Yeah.
I remember one time I think I was only with one person. Like, I've ever gone out with one individual that I never felt like embarrassed to walk up.
Yeah. Okay.
But every single other person, I'm like, ew, this is so fucking awkward. I hate it.
Maybe you weren't embarrassed to walk up because it was already like you've done it several times. Like
I knew that person.
Yeah, like you knew that person.
Yeah,
You've gone on other
probably.
dates, maybe.
Probably, but I hate a walk up. Like, I will sit my
either.
ass in the bar and I'll be sad and you can walk up to me. I'm just,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, I just hate it. Like, I don't know. It's like the same
No,
thing as like my irrational
I
embarrassment of like the
truly-
booths, or like not embarrassment of the booths, but like it's so stupid and irrational. Like,
No,
I
but
love a booth.
That's valid.
But I
That's-
can't. I hate a walk up.
That's so valid.
But anyway, back to the point that we were
Anyway.
saying, because I forgot how we got to this
This
point.
is like what happens with us.
The dates that I went on in the past, I realized I never really talked about them except to Cailyn, but I never really like talked about them to anyone. Like, it was very like on the DL, I
Yeah.
think. And I realized that I used to make all my decisions like on my own, kind of. When it came to those guys, I'd be like, oh, he was weird.
Yeah.
And then I would like tell you why he was weird. And then recently, the guys that I have liked, and like if I've gone on dates with them, I'm just like, I tell the whole world, and I don't know why. I'm like, maybe I need to decide for myself. I think what I'm doing is like, I'm trying for like, I want people to decide for me, because I think that, oh my gosh, like it's too hard for me to decide. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably not the healthiest.
It's not healthy. It's not
'Cause
healthy.
You're ultimately like the one that has to enjoy this person.
No, I know.
Like, you are the one going on the dates with this person. They're the one taking you out. They're the one that's liking you back potentially.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I wish I had someone taking me on dates. Damn.
but like,
I love
you
a
have
date.
been on dates. Don't be lying to the people.
I won't.
I'm out here being like, no,
No,
yeah, that
I've-
one date I went on a year ago, dead ass. Like, that is like, I have not been on a date in like a year.
The Cheesecake
You-
Factory one?
No, Cheesecake Factory. I can't remember the last date I went on. You were on one
can't
like last
remember.
week.
She clocked that tea.
Okay, but no, but to be fair, like when we talk about like relationships on the podcast and stuff, or like people that we're like interested in or talking to, it is very hard to decide like what you want to share and what you don't, because a lot of it is stuff that you learn after the fact, which is like,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't want to be sharing the full like, this is how I'm feeling right now about this person, because it's also very personal. Like, you don't know if this is going to be something that lasts a little longer, something that like you might have a falling out with, and then it's like awkward to bring up. You're like, guys, remember that character that we mentioned? Gone. And again, the curse, like you mentioned someone that has happened so many times on this podcast, where it's like, oh, you mentioned someone that you're kind of interested in, you're like, oh my god, so cute. Literally, you will not see this person ever again. So I'm like, maybe let's like not.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep it private because I do care. So I'm gonna just keep it to myself.
And I'm like,
for a
maybe,
little
yeah.
bit.
But once we've moved on, once it's like, okay,
I think once it's like I have processed it and like I'm for sure, then I
Right.
can talk a little bit more about it.
It's more of a chapter that's like over, and we learned some stuff, and now we can share on it. But still, from all of these experiences of talking to people, we have left with some sort of lesson or
oh boy,
intel about ourselves.
Oh
And
boy.
we're like,
have we
okay,
learned?
this is the type of dater, quote unquote, that I am. Or
I don't even know what kind of dater I
know.
am.
No, I
think
actually
I'm
don't know.
That's not true.
I actually don't know.
I know what kind of dater I am.
I'm very much fearful. What are we
I'm
talking about?
avoidant, a fearful avoidant.
Fearful avoidant.
I'm also a little anxious, but I think I'm more avoidant
I think so too.
because I'm like, the anxiety causes me to be avoidant, and the fear.
Me too.
So I'm like,
No, and we have learned that we're very similar in that way of when we're speaking to people and we feel as if like a topic gets presented that we're uncomfortable with, or like we're confronting some of our own biggest fears.
you're gonna talk how we cry?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I wasn't even gonna bring that up.
Oh, okay.
But-
I didn't know where you were going. I was
No,
like,
we do cry.
because we
We do
cry about it.
No, yeah,
Because we sob.
in front
we-
of the person
front
while
of
they're
the-
like telling us what's wrong with us, and you're like, maybe it's this, and you're like, right, okay, so I'm broken, like I'm not worthy, and then you're crying, and then they're like, no, I didn't mean that, like I'm just trying to help you realize things. But like, so true. But I was gonna say that we are the type of person to, like, if something is uncomfortable or something is presented about ourselves that we don't necessarily enjoy, we will avoid it. Like we will never be the one to bring it up and be like, oh, so this is what gives me anxiety, or like this is what. And if it is, it's like in a place of vulnerability that I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable enough with this person to tell them like some of my fears. But it's so interesting. I think it's very interesting when you grow up not being a dater or like being that interested in other people enough to like want to go on dates with them. So then when you feel like you have to, or like you're grown and you're like, wait, actually, how am I going to find love if I don't meet people? Like that has to happen. Yeah. And so you kind of like forced yourself to make it happen. And then once you're there, you're like, okay, I kind of have to confront things about myself.
100%. And
it's just such a weird thing.
It's very weird.
Like, very weird.
And I was thinking about this the other day too, because I was like, I don't know, like, how are you a girlfriend? Like I was thinking about that because I was like, I don't know what to do besides like be loyal, which I will. But yeah. But I was thinking about that and I was like, like, I don't know. It's just like I've always wanted to be one, but then I'm like, I don't know how to.
It's a weird concept to think about. Also, like when you're speaking to people and having to introduce this like part of you, it's like very vulnerable if you think about it. It's
super vulnerable. I feel like Laura Jean, when she was like, for every first that I was having with him, he had it with her.
Like, oh my God, yeah.
That is how I feel.
That's how I feel too.
That's how I feel. And I'm like, okay. Like, and I don't know. I think that's when the anxious comes in.
I will say though that I think I prefer like this concept now of like still going through different experiences as much as possible, or like learning from them. Maybe not super often. Like, again, it's hard to go on dates, but I think I prefer this version over getting into something that later down the line you're like, what was I thinking? Like that was so like out of character for me, or like, oh my God, you felt pressure to end up in a situation just to like please people, which is what I am always so concerned with other people now, because that sort of happened to me, where now I'm very hyper aware of it when other people tell me situations and they're like, but I don't know if like I want to see this man again, or like they'll tell me about their dates and they're like, but I don't even know if I like him like that, or like he wants to hang out and I don't know if I like am feeling it. And I'm like, dude, life is so short now. Like, what are we doing going out with someone who's like not lighting you up inside, or you're not even that interested in? Because you're gonna get stuck in this like people pleaser thing where you're like, oh my God, wait, do I like him? Sure, like he's calling me sweet things and he's taking me out on dates, like I guess I like him. And then you're like,
I know this one all too well.
It's weird, because I do think that there could be people in your life that are still like, they can still be important without being permanent, and like you learn from every single person that you speak to. I'm like pro going out and like experiencing things and seeing what it is that you like and what you don't like, or like learning about yourself.
I agree.
And that doesn't have to be like super like you're interviewing people, or like you're trying to make yourself seem one way, because I think a lot of people see dates in that way. It's like very interviewy, and you're like, this is so official for what?
I've kind of accepted the fact that I'm always going to be awkward on the first link.
It's always going to be awkward, and it's always going to be a performance. Always. Like the first date, as much as I hate to say like we're not performing, it's literally a performance. You want to like each other. Like, at least that's what I'm thinking. Like that's what I'm thinking is going on in both people's heads. It's like, I hope this one works out. Like, I hope it's not awkward. I hope we're vibing.
I understand what you're saying. For me, I'm like, I just know I'm gonna be an awkward person. Like when I like somebody, or if I'm like, I just turn into like the most like stumbly. I start fucking like not even knowing how to speak. I start standing awkwardly. I start who am I right now? I don't know.
You start like overthinking any little
such an
action.
awkward person, dude.
You're like, wait, am I standing weird? Am I
no,
awkward?
but I know that feeling all too well of like, even if this person, like, however it ended, whatever, it's still significant because they do show you a lot. And I feel like I learned that this year. I said I wanted to put myself a little bit out there, and I feel like I did.
I think you've done that.
Yeah.
No, you have done that.
Yeah.
I think you've definitely put yourself in situations that have allowed you to, I guess, reflect and be like, no.
Yeah, because even though there was moments that were really cool, and I will always cherish those moments, and I love them so much, and it was exciting and fun, I realized that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, or I'm not, some things just are supposed to be a little bit simpler, I think. And it's not even like a thing of like, oh, this isn't working out and like that's why we can't see each other anymore. I think it's like I shouldn't be feeling this sort of constant like confusion and like, do I like you, do I not like you, are you a good person, I don't know if you're a good person, am I becoming someone else, like, are you true to yourself, are you authentic?
The whole thing is like, if you're feeling all of these things with someone, especially at the beginning when it's supposed to be just fun,
right,
and, like, you feel good about everything, you feel good about yourself, you're like, everything is so lovely, like, I'm like, really liking this person.
At the beginning it should be good, it should be, I mean, it should be good all the time, but like at the beginning, that's when you're like at your best, and I feel like I don't know, I think that
to be causing so much anxiety,
it's just not for me. It's not for me. Whenever I have stopped talking to somebody, whether that's a guy or like friends, I think that I sort of lose a part of myself, or I don't know how to explain it, where I just feel like lost. I don't know. I feel like the person that I was with them was like fun, and I did all this cool stuff, and every single weekend was like so exciting, and I was adventurous, and then it stops, and now what am I? You know, I'm not gonna have that, and I feel, now that I've reflected on it, I feel like that's not true. I feel like I can still be fun and adventurous, and things can still be exciting and stuff like that. Because
when you're with someone, it's like you need someone to challenge you a little, and then once they're gone, it's like, wait, who's challenging me now?
Oh my god, wait, I have to say one thing. You know? Yeah, I will say everyone is important, because I met somebody, this is in the past, but I remember the thing I took out of that is that I have to be a little bit more adventurous just in life. Yeah. Like, just enjoy life a little bit more. And I will say I still, like, even when I was traveling, I was like, wait, let me try something new. And I tried to be a little bit more adventurous and step out a little bit with food, with like everything. And I was like, hell yeah. And I wouldn't have done that. You know me, I'm traditional. I'm like, I love my routines. That, like,
you didn't have that little voice in the back of your head.
No, I never changed my coffee order, and I changed my coffee order. I never order something that I don't even know what it is, but I did.
You stick to your norm.
So I think that I was like, everything that people teach you, little things, and even after they're gone, you can still be that kind of way. They don't have to be there, you know?
No, it's just the influence. Like, they were the one that started this conversation.
Shout out them.
They don't have to end it. They don't have to end it, but literally. Like, because I would also like to think that, like, anybody that I speak to, I'm like, wait, am I leaving some sort of like imprint or like way of thinking?
Oh shit.
Like, if we're switching roles here, because for sure, like, they have taught me multiple things that I'm like, wait, now I'll look back and I'm like, valid. No, I have thought that about myself, and maybe I wouldn't have confronted that if you hadn't brought it up. But I always think, like, in the reverse, I'm like, is there ever a time that someone thinks something and then they're like, oh my god, I remember when I was speaking 100%. To this person and they said this.
100%, like, Cailyn.
Valuable to them.
Oh, 100%.
I hope.
With you.
I hope.
I don't
or I'm
know.
just haunting them.
I don't know about me. Maybe, see, you're haunting them, but in the way that it's like they're like having like dreams and like, oh my god, she's in my manifestation.
Yeah.
I'm haunting you like nightmares, like probably. Like
No, that's what I meant.
That's
was
what.
like,
Oh,
am I haunting them?
oh, like in your nightmares, you're haunting them. No, okay, so we're haunting people.
We're haunting.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, literally.
But I think the hardest part for me is like the beginning of the end, when you know that something is over and you have to kind of readjust.
Oh, that's so hard.
That's the hardest part for me.
Yeah, that is the
because
hardest
it's like, who am I? What am I doing with my life? Like, it's that like first stage after
you know.
the end of a relationship, friendship, whatever.
Ooh.
I think that's the hardest part for me.
Especially if you're still talking to this person and you kind of realize, like, while talking to this person, there like comes that time there's something off. And it doesn't always have to be like a negative, messy thing. Sometimes two people just aren't compatible, but you realize that like later on, and you're like, wait, how is this gonna like come to an end now? Like, who's gonna be the one to do something? And because I think we're people pleasers,
Oh, girl,
it's like really hard to make that like final push, or be like, at least for me, like, not gonna talk for the both of us, but at least for me, like, I was in that situation where it was more of, I kind of knew way before it was gonna happen, of like, oh, I know this probably isn't gonna be like a forever thing. This is like a moment of my life, but how do I leave it? Like, I don't want to be the one to call it off and be the bad guy, because essentially I would see it as like, oh, the person who's doing the breaking up, like, they're going to be the bad guy, which isn't always the case. Like, you have to do it for purposes sometimes that are necessary for you.
Yeah.
And it's like good to be like, this isn't right for either one of us. But I didn't want to be that person. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be seen as like evil. So I'll just wait until something gets brought up, or like a situation, which is so unhealthy. That's like not.
that's not the way to go.
It's not the way to
sure.
go. Like, I think in any case, like, you have to be able to communicate and share how you feel about anything, which I will say I'm trying to get better at. I think I'm much better at least expressing how I feel about something when it's happening at the moment.
That's
like,
great.
I'm being like, actually,
I struggle with that still, and I do want to improve, but I think that it's weird. I also want to start therapy next year, which is very exciting.
I love that.
Thank
I
you.
think that's amazing.
Thank you. But, and I want to like bring this up, but I think that because I grew up and like communication was like not a thing, like talking about like your feelings was just not like a thing. I bottled up everything and I sort of just like handled it on my own. And again, like any sign of conflict or confrontation, I just sort of like ran away from it. And I feel like I still do that sometimes, and I don't want to, because I know that it causes more damage than
it really
than
does.
good.
I
It's
don't know
not
why
protecting.
we do that either.
I don't know. It's not protecting anyone. You're just scared. And I want to communicate better and just try to like say how I'm feeling in the moment. I kind of struggled with the loss of like the potential of something. Like I think of like living for the hope of it all. Like I was in a situation one time where I did like this person. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I stayed for as long as I did because I just hoped that it would click. I was just waiting for something. I don't know what it was. And I think I was like, again, living for the hope of like whatever that
Like
something could be.
out.
Yeah. And like the potential, like suddenly he's gonna something, you know, suddenly he's gonna open up to me. Suddenly it's gonna be like this. And I feel like because I was like waiting and hoping, I think I ignored a lot of like the red flags.
Yeah.
I didn't see them. Like when Sabrina says like his red flags are blue, like I feel that way of like I was just like completely unaware, or not even unaware, but I was like, no, like whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're gonna be better soon. Or it's like it's gonna happen. It's gonna, like, I don't know what I was waiting for. I don't do that anymore. I'm like very much over that situation.
Yeah, that's really rough. Because you really do put all these like fantasies in your head of like the potential of what you can be. You're like, yeah, this could be something if like, or like I do like this about like what we have, but maybe like one day this will change.
I think that it's nice to like have a crush, and I definitely like, I think I'm different than before because I used to completely ignore everything. I feel like now I'm like, okay, like this is the situation, this is how I feel, stuff like that, and it's okay to like hope for the best. Like obviously you
for sure
you hope for like this to grow into something,
like,
and like
not everything's gonna be perfect with someone, you know. It's like,
no, of
you
course
should never be looking for no flaws. I think it's like very, very tricky to move on from someone or break up when it's not necessarily super messy or so bad where it's like, I'm never speaking to you again, like bye, and it ends on bad terms. But you also can't really stay friends because it's like, this is awkward. Like we are never like, we're in a relationship and now suddenly we're gonna be friends. Like how do you go from one extreme to the other? It's like just vastly different. And I have seen it work in the past with other people where they're like, I am able to stay friends. I just don't.
It's not for me.
But it's such a gray area, and it's so weird of like, how do we communicate? How do we?
You don't.
But you don't.
It's hard because like I feel like every time I've ended things with somebody or like with former friends, I struggle so much to like just like stop, like just end it, like no communication, no contact, like stop. Because it's like we were such important parts of each other's lives, and we're so close, and so it's hard to like, again, that readjustment is so difficult for me. But I realize, like, wish them the best. I love you from afar.
Yeah, it truly has to
and
be
like by love you from afar, I don't mean like I love you from afar. I just mean like I wish you the best from afar. But I don't think I know who I am, and I just don't think it's okay to stay friends with people that I've liked or have gone out with or like anything of that nature, because I just also don't want to revisit those feelings again, because then it'll just come back. Like I already know that you're this kind of person. I know that you're, you know, we get along, we have this chemistry or whatever 100%. It might be.
No, 100%.
And it's just like there's no need to
like
reopen it. And I also don't think I can be like casual about being friends with you, especially if there's been like, I think about my former friends and like I wish them the best. I would be so cordial with them, but I just am like, I feel like you can never go back to how it was before. I've heard that thing of like you can never love the same way twice or something like that. I think that's how I would feel. It's like you can't go back to how it was, and you can't, I don't know, recreate or be like casual. I'm not a casual person. I can't. I'm like awkward. So I think when you break up or when you end things, it's like it should end. But I could still be totally cordial and like
100%.
chill. Like, hey, like
that's what.
Especially if we're in the same circles. I'm like, I can be cordial. I don't believe in like, oh, we'll be friends, because you're never just friends.
That's too messy.
You're never just friends.
It's never. Yeah, you're never just friends, and then it's like this cycle of, oh my god, he hit me up, and like I need to respond to him, and then you feel like you fall back into these like weird patterns, and the way you talk to each other is like
not.
It's just so messy. And I'm pro cutting it off. And keeping it that way.
I know, but you said you're pro cutting it off, and I feel like you're that way with like closure as well.
I am that way with closure. I don't know if it's like the Virgo in me where it's like,
it is.
I'm just, that's like my go-to is like something happens, I don't like it, it's like, okay, this is like what I have to say. It's like my last final thing. Once you get that last message from me of like, this is how I feel, this is how the situation made me feel, it's like one final thing, and then it's like you will actually not hear from me again. Like it's or if it's like
hang it up flat screen, honey.
Literally, like that's what it is. It's like, or if someone didn't respond, or like I was on the end of the ghosting where it's like, okay, they didn't respond, like no, I will not be the one reaching out. Like actually, like that happened for a reason. This was what I got out of the situation. I said what I had to say. We're moving on, because I just feel like
it's
nothing,
just another cycle.
like nothing that I will say is going, like continuing from what the last message was, is gonna clear anything up, or like they're just gonna keep going saying like how they feel, and you're gonna keep saying how you feel, and it's this back and forth that will never end, because you're seeing two different views. Like, you're seeing the situation at two different angles, and so it's just going to keep going in a circle. So I would rather just like leave it. That's it. It doesn't have to be an evil goodbye of like,
no, at all,
never speak to me ever again, but like respectfully to move on and like heal yourself. It's just better for me to like, okay, cut it off. Like, you don't need to hear any more from me, because like I've already told you how that made me feel. Like,
so true. You
like,
know what?
Where else are we gonna go?
We agree on
here?
this. We're on the same
You know
same
what
page.
I mean? Like,
No, I do, because I've always been like that. No, I need to like speak my mind in order to get closure. Like, and I do. Like, I don't know how
Right.
people just like, okay, that was it, and it's like they move on from that. That to me, I'm like, that's
or like not getting a reason
oh
for,
yeah, that to me, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, sometimes you're not given a reason, but like whatever. I just am not like that. I can't. And I feel like when I like to, like, if I am ending things, like, I'm like, okay, like,
Right.
please, like, let's talk about it a little bit. And
no,
then,
I
like,
definitely think you can have a discussion and a healthy conversation about, like, from both ends. But ultimately, once you've said how you've felt throughout this entire situation, it's like, why are we gonna keep like, oh, you randomly thought of something one random night and you're gonna choose to text me? I don't want to hear it.
See,
Like,
that you won't get from me.
that's
Because, like,
No,
that is
like, oh,
vile.
you're texting me on some random night
No,
because
that's
you're
crazy.
reminiscing.
No,
about...
I'm pro mute block. I'm pro the mute. I deleted your number.
I'm pro the block.
It goes straight into my spam. Like, I don't like or appreciate, because I would never text someone on a random fucking Tuesday night.
No.
This made me think of you. Or
Vile.
look at what I just saw.
That's like
Reminding
manipulation to me.
That's
Because
crazy.
it's like, oh, like I want you to know that, like,
I want you to know.
I want you to know that this is what just came into my head, and like I need to express it to you. And it's like,
I think it's also a way of like
random,
low key, and it's never happened to me, but I feel like sometimes I've seen it, that it's sort of like them wanting to see if they still have like access to you.
Yeah, it is.
And if they still have some like effect on you, and protect me from that.
That's what it is, and that's why
Protect me from that.
I'm the pro block and pro never responding, because once you
Block.
give them, no, like literally once you give them an inch, they're taking a mile. Like,
No,
you
yeah.
give them
We're
a
not
single
doing
message
any of that.
of like, oh, I did like I'm processing this, or like you want to respond to like some points they brought up or something, and it's like, why are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
Because now they know that like they can contact you whenever you're down to have a conversation to talk about the same shit you spoke about months ago when you were breaking up. And it's like,
No.
and you can disagree, you know what I mean?
No.
It's like you can have different points of view and like disagree when you're cutting off from one another and like just breaking apart. You can disagree on like why that's happening. But all I'll say is like the silence is always going to be the better option. And I think it's trickier or harder when it's fresh.
I was also gonna say, I think it's trickier and harder given the like weight of the
For sure.
relationship. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's much harder with when you've like dated someone, you've spent so much time with them, and it's like that kind of way, versus like I've never dated anyone and I don't have that sort of like, wow, I see you with this, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never.
But it's still tricky to
It is
do that with
for
someone
sure.
that you're even interested in, and you're like, like we're moving on now from each other, or like we can't speak to each other anymore because it's just going to cause more hurt.
It is really tough. I'm
it's
not
hard
gonna lie to
because
you.
you're also grieving the loss of someone that you speak to all the time.
For sure. I feel like I also dealt with that one time in my life where it's like I was constantly thinking about them, like going back to them. Like, it was weird because I'm so glad I never did, because oh my god, can you imagine?
That's why I'm saying, like,
and I'm not
don't
laughing
ever do
because
it.
like, oh my god, that's so weird of them, but I just think like I would not be where I am right now.
yeah,
Or I don't know, I just think it would have been weird. But I feel like even after things had ended, like, it was really hard for me. I was like, I want to text him, I want to call him, I want to see him. He was such a part of like the routine, I guess. And like I don't know. I'm glad that I never did, because I also realized, like, you want something to work out and maybe something can work out, but then you also have to remember, like, that person knows exactly how to contact you, where to find you. They know they know that they could show up at your door with flowers and I'm so sorry, boombox over their head. Like, they could, but they don't. And so it's just sort of like okay, if they didn't do it, like, why should you do it, you know? So it's like, yeah.
No, right.
Yeah. And, like, I'm not saying that just if they bring flowers you should forgive them, because there's some crazies out there and some people that are toxic as fuck, and you should not. But if it's something that's like, damn, like, I wish something would have come out of this, then I don't know, just know that that person could have also done it too. Yeah. And then to add to that, I just wanted to say, if you ever have a feeling of like, damn, like, the closure, like, maybe I should reopen it, like, maybe I should, maybe just think back to why it ended. Just think back to what that person did and made you feel.
Literally half of the time it's like your curiosity that's like taking over, and you're like, and what if I just did this for a quick second, like that thought will pop into your head, and you're like, and what if I did actually respond? Then what? Like, what are we about to get into right now? But then you're like, you have to really like think. You're like, girl, stop yourself. Like,
no, what are you gonna get from this?
Literally nothing is gonna come
what's
out
the
from
point
it.
of this? You're bored.
You're bored.
You miss attention. You miss the fun. Whatever it is.
Okay, about the attention, that's such a good, valid point to bring up.
That's
because
what it is.
So much of the time, like, if not literally all of the time, you're missing this person or that feeling that you had with them. But it's not even the person necessarily that you're missing. It's that feeling that you had when you were
100%. I literally
dates
can't,
and you felt like cute and you were able to like
exaggerate that enough. Like, you know? I'm telling you, like, when you think about it, you have to say, do you miss that individual, or do you just miss how you felt when you were with them? Right. Getting cute, and going out, being attentive. Like,
you can always feel that feeling again
with anyone. Like, if you change the individual, think your dream man, sexy, tall, strong, beautiful, like, whatever.
That feeling can be even better.
You would literally
can be even better.
Don't
your ideal, perfect new partner.
Yeah, and
that's why it's like, why are we gonna rehash this?
And then at the end, if you are still on the fucking battlefield and you're like, oh, I need to text him, whatever, call up your friends, go in the group chat and say, guys, emergency meeting, round up the council right now, and you have to say, it's an emergency, I need you guys to remind me why I shouldn't text this person. Yes. And they will read that person to filth. They're gonna, and it helps. Oh, remember when he did this to you? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Remember when he made you? Remember when? Yeah, we remember. What?
Yeah, we remember good and clear.
We remember good and clear.
And that's why we steer clear from that man.
Exactly. So just saying, like,
you have to put it into perspective.
Exactly. So you have both sides to it. You know.
It's also just like, if you think in retrospect, it's like, this is literally just a man. Like, I know this is like so ridiculous, but so it's genuinely like, a man. The other day,
it's just a man.
I heard, like, one of my friends was telling me about this person who she's like kind of interested in, but kind of not. And she was just like, oh my God, but like, no, like, I don't like him anymore because I looked at my story views and like, he's in my story views and he didn't like my story. So like, fake as hell. And I was like,
that is fake as hell.
You know what? Fake as hell. Yeah.
Fake as hell. Because if you're interested in a girl, you should be liking all her stories. And I said what I said. Exactly. I support you.
Story like.
You look cute.
I see what you're doing and I'm liking it.
Oh, you like that? You like that post? Like that story?
I'm pro story. Like, but I was like, girl, stop yourself right now. What are you doing looking at your story views? No. First of all, let's stop there. What are you doing caring so much about a man in your story view? Like, catch me literally.
I can't even hate her because like that's been me.
That's been all of
that has been me. Like, I stopped doing that a long time ago though. Like, I would say like maybe like in the summer I stopped doing that. But I would check religiously. I was like, oh my God, have they looked at my story? And when they wouldn't like my story, I was like, oh my God. So we're fighting now. So you're an op. So you're an op. You fucking hate me. No, I hate you now. Like, you're there. Literally. But I was actually having this conversation with someone the other day, and I was like, why are you checking if they see your story?
Literally, why are we checking?
Like, who the fuck cares?
And it literally means nothing. Why are we so stressed about a
No, I
man
know.
in our Instagram story views?
No, I know. I'm
No,
so
block him,
disinterested.
babe.
I'm so disinterested in the casual dating at this moment. Like,
Oh my god, me too.
I'm looking for love. I want to know you. I want a connection. Like, and if it were to happen, I'm
Yeah.
not looking for it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Hopefully it shows up, because that's what they say. When you're not looking for it, it'll pop. I'll be like, I'm not looking for it. What? Who said that?
Okay.
I'm not looking for it.
What? Yeah, I'm like, suddenly, yeah, it's just gonna happen when it happens. Like,
We're
anything in life
husbands.
happens when it happens. Like, you can do that for
Literally.
anything.
I know.
Like, they really just said, well, hold out hope. What can I tell you?
So
Okay.
things that people leave behind besides
Things that people leave behind besides their presence.
trauma. Oh,
The lingering presence that you
the lingering presence.
the
Their
ghost of
influence,
them.
as you said. Their influence.
The ghost of them that haunts you. No, I think when you're moving on from someone too, you're always hit with this.
The
Well,
actual physical reminders.
The physical reminders of them. You're always hit with, like, what do I do with this? Like, do I throw this out? Do I give it back? Do I keep it? Like, for what reason? I just want to bring that up because I'm like, where do we stand on this?
I've dealt with
Like,
this
are
before. This is tough for me. Okay. I'll be real. If it's like an object, I probably still have that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, if it's, I have this like bag that someone gifted me one time. I'm not getting rid
Okay,
of that.
yes.
Love a bag.
To be fair, I was gonna say,
Love
if
a
it's like
bag.
a physical thing, like
I
a
keep
bag,
that
or like
bag
some
with me.
shirt that you really like, or from like some artist you really like.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like, hello, like I still have that merch.
Yes, give me that merch. I will be wearing that
I'm
merch.
like, I'm sorry, I still have that merch. But if it's like,
I have these little things where I have all my jewelry, like these little containers where I have all my jewelry, and I'm like, "Pfft, I'm not
Yeah.
getting rid of this.
Yeah.
I thought about it and I was like, nah, like I like these. They're cute.
You really like it, and it doesn't.
I never think
necessarily-
about I don't really like, now that I see them, because so much time has passed, I don't really associate
you
it
don't-
with, I'm just like, this is where my rings go.
Yeah.
This is where my bag, it's like, it's lost its like sentiment, I
Right.
guess. But I will say the things that I have to let go of are like pictures
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
videos. I don't even look at pictures or videos from people that are no longer in my life, because it's just hard for me. It's kind of
I
really hard
agree.
for me, especially like digitals and not digitals, film pictures.
No, but
like my
Can we
scrapbook.
also talk about like the fuck ass Apple feature? That
Oh, fuck the
ass.
fucking widget.
Oh my, the widget.
You know I have beef with the widgets,
that
y'all.
fucking widget app that
I
like you'll
fucking
randomly
hate the
swipe to the
widget.
side of your phone.
Why-
There's a picture
Apple's an
of like
op,
some
bro.
man that like you don't know anymore, and you're like,
Trigger
Jump scare.
warning, bro. It was literally jump scare. I will see a picture and I'm like, whoa.
no, and I'm like, well, I thought I deleted them all.
I thought I deleted them.
There's always, like, that one that-
there's literally like a few pictures. I'm like,
like
bruh,
randomly out of nowhere.
bruh.
You're
No, and I'm
scrolling,
like,
you're like, what?
Damn, I thought I got all these pictures.
Like I thought
It's
I
really
got rid of
hard.
this
Yeah,
person.
I keep all those like film pics and like Polaroids and stuff. I keep them in
Yeah.
a little memory box, and I haven't opened them in so long because again, like even on my phone, I really like deleted all the evidence because
Yeah.
that was just really hard for me.
It is hard.
I
No.
think that I spent a long time healing from it, and I couldn't because I was like constantly reminded and faced with it, and I would like go back and look over, and it was like that is
Yes.
not good for you to do.
It's also really hard when if you keep the messages that you have with this person
get rid of it.
and you can see all the photos that you've sent each
No,
other.
when you go back and read the
Oh,
cutie messages,
That's like jail.
that's actually jail. Like, don't do
No,
that.
that's jail.
Don't
like,
do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Like the other night, I literally fell into a trap
No.
from someone that I like had spoken to.
Girl, wait,
Maybe
why are we
a year
the
ago.
same person?
And it wasn't even like someone that I dated. This was someone that
No, I
like
know. That's the
I
same
just was in
thing.
contact with every day, and I was like, oh, they were so cool.
No, same.
And I,
No, same.
like not the people we haven't dated that are triggering to us.
No,
We're
I
like,
know.
oh,
I know. I went through the same thing. So like, obviously, like
because it's still
I've got-
hits.
I've
Like,
got
I'm like,
one.
Do not be looking at past messages.
sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, for people that are like former in my that are no longer in my life, I'm like, bye. bye, I don't read your messages, I'm not interested in any of that, I've deleted all the evidence, like goodbye, good riddance.
Do not look at those sun photos.
No, I would never. Sometimes I will say, like, when it was brand new, like it was fresh and like it ended, like I was again in that healing stage, it was so hard for me not to check up on them. I know. I don't know why. I was like constantly going back to,
it's very hard.
Oh, I miss them and all that stuff. But now I will admit, like, I am, especially with people I like. Yeah.
You're like, let me.
That one person.
Especially people I like. And it's just like.
That one guy.
One dude. I'm like, okay.
Cailyn's like.
Come take a seat.
Cailyn's like,
join the conversation.
The people you like, that one dude you've liked for how fucking long?
No, but like. Whatever universal girl feeling is like
literally reading the old messages. I think
reading
it's
the old
cute.
messages, looking at the pictures, but
you're like, oh
no, don't do it. If we
don't do it. If you're trying to move on, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Also,
if you have handwritten, that I struggled with for a while because I didn't know what to do with it. Because the more physical stuff like gifts, I was like, I don't have an attachment to this anymore. Like the gifts, I will give back to you because it's like,
have this stuffed monkey back. That you got me at Dave and Buster's. Have it back.
That's how I feel though. I'm like, why the fuck do I want this little monkey like on my bed? Like because
it is not Junior Mint.
It's not Junior Mint.
It doesn't have that.
It doesn't have that effect. Like it was never like I don't know. It was never that serious.
Yeah.
So if it's like something like that, I'm like okay. Besides like if it's like a piece of merch or something that I'm like, I still like that artist and I will never correlate that artist with you. So it's like, I'm still gonna wear it. But letters are different because it's like, I just kind of struggled with this, like, wait, it's kind of more sentimental.
Let's give you the notebook.
Right. And like, you're also always more vulnerable in writing. Like when you're writing letters, it's like, oh, I can just say anything. And so sometimes I'm like, you know what, like that's kind of like a precious form of art. Like you're expressing your feelings for someone through a letter. Like a lot of it is like the initial like beginning and it's like so sweet and stuff and you're like, I agree. And it kind of reminds you that like you can be loved and like you are.
I agree. I don't think I've ever thrown out a letter. I think I also think it's beautiful because like eventually like when you're older you'll reread them and you'll be like, oh right, I remember that.
So that's what I had gone through for a couple months where I was like, it's kind of like sweet. Even if ultimately it didn't work out with this person, there's still like something that you can gain from like reading it or like in the future when like your kids.
I'm sentimental.
You're like, oh my god, this
like,
is like
look
from
at
my
this.
first
This is from my first boyfriend.
Yeah, like it's just like you're like read it. My first boyfriend, he was like so in love with me. Like whatever. It's like funny. But then I was like, wait, but do I even want this? Like, not really. And then one random day, like something just like a wave. Oh my god! It was like a random day where I was like, actually, I'm throwing them to the curb. Like today's the day I'm literally like, I would keep them in a little like envelope in my closet, and it just sat there in like a little paper bag. And I was like, girl, one of these days it's just gonna like come to me that I should kick them to the curb. Period. And it was probably some fuck ass random Tuesday that I was like, oh my gosh, I love enough of this. Like, why do I have some random person's like handwriting is like so intimate to me. Like once you see someone's handwriting, I'm like, wait, like I've seen your handwriting. Like, I agree. I know you.
You know
like,
what?
I know you.
That is so fucking true.
It's like intimate.
It is. Moving on looks different for everybody. Just like
for
closure looks different for everybody. Healing isn't automatic.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
situations vary.
Exactly.
So how you respond to them also is going to
vary. I also think give yourself a little break. We're in our 20s. I think it's super easy to like really think of it as like life or death, black and white, like oh my god, like I can't believe I did this, or oh my god, I can't believe I went back to him and stuff like that. And I'm just like, girl, you're in your 20s, like it's okay to make mistakes, you gotta learn from them, like that's part of life. Moving on looks different for everybody. I also have this like comforting feeling recently from watching
Sex and the City.
Yes. How did
I was gonna bring it up and be like,
yes.
Also think of Sex and the City and
Sex
how they're
and the
like
City
30.
It's my current show, and I think about it and I'm like, okay, look at these girls who are in their 30s, these women, and they
fully
are making mistakes. They're experimenting. They're getting married, getting divorced, dating a bunch of people. Like I just felt so comforted by that, and the whole thing is about like learning, how to love and like be yourself, self-love,
Yeah.
friendships, all that stuff. So I don't know, I feel like take it a little easy, and I feel like for me, I'm giving myself a bit of a break and like just learning it's more like internal stuff that I have to work on, and like moving on doesn't have to be like, so disastrous.
Those periods will come like in waves where it's like,
oh, for sure,
you might be feeling like going on a date, and then
you
the
feel
next
like,
week you're like, actually I don't need that in the season of life right now, where you're like, I'd rather just like,
some days you're I love my boyfriend, some days you are Miss Andrew,
welcome home cheater. No, I'm kidding.
welcome.
You only have to say yes to what you want to, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, you don't have to say yes to everything.
Totally.
Any situation that's presented to you, you don't have to say yes to. It's, if you're feeling it, go for it. Like, that's what I'm a proponent for. It's like, go out, experience, have fun,
and
safe,
yeah,
and that's it. But if
be
you
safe,
don't,
y'all.
if you don't, and it's fine. Like, being in your, and we're still in our early 20s, but I was literally gonna say, even if you are mid 20s or late 20s and you still don't feel like experienced in dating, that's also perfectly okay. Like, we're taught that our entire life, it's like, oh, you have to start dating come like middle school, high school, when everyone starts dating, and then you feel like the awkward outsider for not wanting to even like have an interest in these guys, where you're like, I don't even want to go on a date right now. I don't think it's going to be any different for someone to learn that about you and be like, oh my god, she's like never dated someone. How weird of her. How weird of her that she's like never had a boyfriend. What? Like, no, I don't think anyone has ever thought that
At all.
Like, if anything, that's just lore to you. That's something that they will learn.
Lore. That's like,
And
oh damn.
the right person will have like the patience,
And I see it as a cool
understanding
thing
to want to know you. And
for
that's it.
sure, for sure. And it's also like cool. I don't know.
It's cool.
I'm
what
like,
do you
yeah.
mean?
And I've chosen you.
Right.
Step up, step forward.
And exactly.
You know? But the last thing that I have to say that's really helped me with closure and with moving on is that you are so young. You're too young to go back to the same person over and over and over again. Give yourself some room to explore and experiment with other people, see what you like, date, have different kinds of friends, you know, experiment, see what's out there for you. And then like, that's how you know what you really do like and what makes you feel comfortable and safe and supported. And
wait, also another update, I have a tattoo now.
Oh my god, wait, this is so
no, like, if you've noticed, like, I forget that we're on camera sometimes.
No, I know,
but you're probably like, I don't know if it's like noticeable on camera.
it's so pretty,
but like, if you did notice,
we'll post it so you can see it, because Cailyn's gotta flex it. It's
on my arm, and now
actually
I'm like,
gorgeous. No,
oh my
like,
God,
she's got a tattoo. Like,
oh my god, I have a tattoo. Like, what now?
what
And
now?
what?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
That's it. That's all I needed to update you on.
It's so pretty, but check it out on our Instagram. And if you want to keep up with us, please be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Fulltime Daughter Pod. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube so you don't miss any of our episodes. And
also be sure to follow, rate, and review the podcast. DM us if you want any specific topic mentioned. We're here to listen. Or even if you just want to like tell us something from the episode.
oh my god, yeah.
Or you have a story.
Yes, please let me know.
Here to listen.
Also, let us know if you want us to talk about like anything specific, because in the new year I have like this goal for FTD of like I want to be more open. And I know I said that last year, but I get really nervous about sharing things because of how it'll be like received, or like, oh my god, like who's listening? Like, I wonder
it's
what,
very scary.
you know? So let us know what you want us to talk about, because we've experienced quite a lot.
Yeah,
so.
and we're open to talking about literally anything.
Anyway, thanks so much for listening. We'll see you next week, because
it's a full-time job at this point. No, why did I have to think of that?
Look at her. She was like,
I was like,
oh yeah,
I'm not usually the one to say this.
No, I'm sorry. I had to surprise you.
Yeah, you caught me off
Don't
guard.
scare.
Caught me off guard. But
We'll see you guys.
bye.
Bye.